guys, welcome to a little bit different video from me here. I'm Kathy, you're at Spicey Cat Jams. This is me pretty much unplugged. I'm at home, I got cats behind me, I got a cat on me, and I have been saving clips, mostly Snapchat, for almost 2 years, intending to post them as a vlog. Never have. I'm going to start doing it now. You're probably going to see these cats. You're going to see me, and it'll be snippets, but I'm going to post like the whole month as one big giant video. So grab some coffee, sit down, put your feet up. If you want to go on this ride and see what happens in the life of Kathy in a month, and then if I have the clips from a year or 2 years ago, I'm adding them on because I want to see if my life really changes. We know it doesn't. It's cats. You'll notice probably because my glasses changed, my frames. Anyway, that's what this is, so enjoy the ride! Yes, I got the lipstick off, and this was high quality, high-end makeup. It wasn't one of my normal like dollar things, so yeah, I think I'm actually gonna, I'm not near a Sephora, but I'm going to email them because I ordered it through Sephora to see if I can return it, because you know, most things from Sephora and Ulta, if you buy and you don't like it or it's bad on you, you can return it. And yeah, it's definitely not worth the hype. Don't go for the glitter flip. Anyway, maybe if I hadn't gone dark purple, but okay. And thankfully there was some magic makeup melt away stuff that I had gotten in Ipsy or Sephora this month. It took it off, so that was a good thing. Now maybe not such a good thing. It's time for Keep on Truckin' Thursday. What's Miss Taylor gonna tell me?
Well, I'm pretty sure having takeout pizza twice last week, which really turns into like 4 days of eating pizza because of the leftovers. And you ate the whole package of Oreos in a week. You're lucky it wasn't more. Let's get your poop together this week.
Meal prep. So my breakfasts and lunch have been good, but let's just say the suppers have not. So I'm probably lucky that it was less than a pound that I gained. So, but I'll keep going because we all have setbacks and you don't give up. You keep on trucking. Good morning. Still got a couple weeks before I have my hair appointment. I think I've told you, I think my lady forgot to cut my bangs because we were talking too much. Anyway, I just about tried to walk out of the house in my flip-flops. Now granted, I wear my flip-flops all year long, especially in the house. But yeah, not when there's snow outside. But it's so beautiful this morning, look! Jack Frost came and painted everything with a layer of frost. The trees are so pretty. I love when they get covered in frost like that. Even, well, the garbage isn't that cute, but even that gets covered in frost. So pretty. So it's a new month. Well, it's a day into month. New month, you know what I mean. And hey, let's check out my 3 calendars, because evidently that's how my life revolves. We got Randy doing yoga. We got my inspirational Christian calendar, because I need that. And this is my beautiful, just friendship, general positivity calendar. Oh, you really don't want to probably look at that. There, that's what I meant to zoom in on. So yeah, I'm surrounded. So depending what I need, meditate, spiritual, humor, I'm covered. Okay, on my lunch break, running errands, waiting at the drive-thru at the bank. All of the frosty trees are already gone. The sun came out. So I guess it's a good thing to wake up. Ooh, it's already my turn. The guy was fast. So we've had a few days of above the freezing cutoff and sun, which has helped at least get the roads clear. Still got plenty of snow, but I'm just hoping our driveway and little sidewalk It's got some pretty solid ice patches, but Eddie's home for the weekend and he brought me lunch. Tuna sandwich, beer cheese soup, and crackers. And I gotta pay the bills after work. But yeah, soup. So, really gotta do some work on my laptop. Got some eBay things to ship, videos to edit. This is Rico. Doesn't look like he's gonna move, does it? He looks a little bit too comfy. Rico? Might not get any work done. Good morning. Favorite filter, I think almost ever. Better than Kitty's. And I was gonna say, hey, it's making my face look fatter, but then I checked it without the filter and nope. It's just my face. Look what's new that we do. So yeah, sorry, Snapchat's being a poop. Crunchy mint, crunchy raspberry, and crunchy espresso. Do Eddie and I eat them, or do I save them for a video with Kim? It is chocolate. I am awake and dressed and out of the house early on a Saturday morning. I think you could figure out what we're gonna do. Yes, I know it's an unusual sight. Eddie's home. It's really windy, it's supposed to be warm today. He and I are going to Rochester today to visit my brother. And good news, most of this I'm keeping private, but just those of you that kind of know what's going on. His wife will be, fingers crossed, anything can happen, we know that after the past couple months, but we'll be moving to a rehab facility on Monday, closer to his home. So I won't get to see him because right now he's about a little under 2.5 hours away from me, and now his home is about 7.5 hours. So it's been great that he and I have been able to reconnect, and it'll be good for all of their well-being to have her closer to home. So Eddie and I are gonna go visit today, just for the day. We'll take you along. Okay, managed to put on my makeup without poking an eye out. Not that Eddie didn't try.
Thank you.
And now we got some McDonald's. Keeping on the road. Okay, Eddie got the Todd burger that has 2 fried eggs. They look like they're a little over fried. Bacon. I got the Reuben. And Dale got the Juicy Lucy, which there's cheese inside. You just can't see it yet. Yeah.
Well, dog, we gon' see how hard they ride. I get rest to go outside.
Hey there. Had a wonderful lunch with my brother and Eddie, and now I'm waiting for Eddie to come pick me up because I just went into, well, you can't tell, it's JCPenney, and I had a Sephora. So I returned the horrendous goth glitter fail Ciate glitter flip lipstick. So proud of myself.
True story. Driving up from Rochester to Shakopee. I look over and I swear that there's like a herd of sheep. And I point to Eddie, I'm like, oh look, a sheep. And then in the same breath, I'm like, oh wait, maybe it's a horse. No wait, oh no, it's a cow. Yep. I said all those things out loud and he laughed at me. He's like, well, I guess 4 legs, a body, and a head, it could have been any. I said, well, it was white. For some reason, I thought it was a sheep. Pretty sure they were cows.
We survived Sam's Club. It's kind of like Target, Walmart, wherever. You can't walk out without spending $100. Anyway, we're set. Got some foods. Filling up with gas now. And we picked up our supper, which is a lot of food, and it was only not even $9. Definitely a good place to go. And I got a frozen Pepsi. Good morning. I didn't snap much yesterday because I wasn't doing much but taking naps, being in my PJs. And that's it. Can't see. Pressure's changing. Everybody at work's storm's supposed to be a coming. Let's take a peek. It's really windy. A little bit of sleet right now. Oh, oh. Yeah, the wind wanted to shut the door. So I guess you could say it's a little windy out. Chiropractor canceled. Roads are too icy for her to get to town. Okay, made it to the post office and back. Lickety split. Roads in town are fine. Can't hear it, but it's kind of pelting the windows, which means it's not fluffy snow. See that? FYI, that's where I sit. So I just roll over here to the door because the boss just left and he said we could go home. Let's see. Harder to open the door. Oh, getting a little snow down there. Yep. Snowing. Blowing. Okay. Weather. Storm update. I need an ice scraper because that's on the other side. Let's see. How deep is the snow? It's hard to... Okay, Snapchat keeps cutting me off. Oh, huh? A little bit deeper. Oh, still blowy. Okay, auto start. Thank you, auto start. Van is started. Everybody left. Sarah left by about 4:15. She lives out of town. She wanted to leave at 10 this morning, but she rode with her husband. Anyway, long story. And then everybody else left out of towners, and my boss, who does live in town, said she left at 4:30 because her husband told her she probably won't get into the driveway if she waits much longer. So I am going to leave now. Let's put on my boots and go see what it's like out there. I don't think really only snow, maybe 4 to 6 inches, but it's this wind. So it all depends the angle of your driveway and your sidewalk to see how bad it is. Okay, got the van shoveled out. With the wind, there's like a layer. In some areas it was a foot, in others not so much. Oh, hey, there goes the plow, and I'm not gonna be able to get out of the flippin' work driveway. I was just gonna say, the bad thing is the plows haven't been out. Well, now the plow just came and plugged in my exit. This is not gonna be good. Okay, let's go home. Okay, made it out of the parking lot. Main road looks to be plowed. Restaurant closed for the night. Yeah. Love being in a small town. It's a good thing I got food at home. See, it doesn't look that bad right now. As if any of you haven't seen snow before. Anyway, I just need to go see what my driveway's like. Okay, maybe not looking good. This is like a county road, which is also the road to my house. Maybe you can see my house way over there. This does not get plowed, and I'm pretty sure I'm driving in the middle or the wrong side of the road, but hey, what's a girl gonna do? So I would bet that means my cul-de-sac is not plowed, which would be a good thing because then I could maybe get into driveway. Can we hope? I better put the phone down. Made it to my front door, or side door. He shoveled a little bit. As I predicted, since the road wasn't plowed, I was able to get into the driveway, put my windshield wipers up. Both my garbages are blown over. I'm pretty sure most of my recycling is somewhere over there. And yeah. Okay, trying to shovel. Guess what? Found my recycling. It's all under the snow. So, hi. Took me a little over half an hour to drive a mile. Shouldn't say drive. Had to clean off the van, get home, clean the sidewalk, re-pick up the recycling. You know, as if, you know, throwing away snotty snot rags isn't fun enough the first time. It's even more fun once they've been soaked in snow. And the really crappy part, remember I said it's not that cold out? So it's a layer of slush. So all of that recycling was soaked completely, and the snow is really heavy. So I only did bare minimum, came in the house, tore off my pants because they are completely wet. And hey, the bird's nest is also wet. But I'm home early. I'm home before 6 o'clock. Halfway into my underwear. Now we're ready for the storm. Made it through the snow, which it's still snowing some more, and got to work. So it's still snowing this morning, but now it's done. And they are cleaning the back. Not sure if I can even open. Not too bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's wet snow, so it's melting. What a difference a day makes. Here's that county road I was driving on last night that hadn't been plowed, and I couldn't tell if I was driving in the middle or in the opposite direction lane. Still quite a bit of pack down because it is just like slush. There's a full layer, and now the temp is dropping, so it's gonna all be ice. So they tried to clear everything the best they can, because now it's gonna be ice for a while. But the snow's real pretty, and until the temperature dropped, it was like that good snowman making snow or snowball fights. But right now it's just really heavy, and messy. Done work, and holy moly, this lipstick looks a lot brighter than it really is. We'll just blame it on the setting sun. Might end up in the purge pile. I'm playing around trying to see what I can get rid of. This one I was like, I really like the formula. It's a Rimmel. Got it in a box, but I'm not so excited about color, at least not on camera. Maybe my eyes need to be checked, because in real life I think it's okay. Anyway, done with work. Heading over to the post office because I didn't do it at lunch. My in-laws, and sending huge condolences to all my friends on the East Coast, because that nor'easter that's blowing in, according to the weather, is what just left here. And it's a windy one, so batten down your hatches. Home with my crazy lips. My mother-in-law had been making some food for a meeting tonight for Eddie. Kind of a mini catering job. Well, the meeting got canceled because of the weather, but she'd already cooked the food, so guess what I'll be eating all week long. Right now I got a plate with some rice and some tostadas. Anyway, I'm gonna eat that now. Oh my goodness, hello. How are you? I'm at the chiropractor. Didn't check in yet today. Snapchat's been being a poop. I know it's been a poop for everybody, so I finally uninstalled, reinstalled. We'll see if it works better. But happy Wednesday, friends. So I decided to be nice, and I brought the leftovers that my mother-in-law gave me to make taco salads to share at work. I even brought the desserts, even though I could eat this whole bucket. Good morning, it's Thursday and it's very frosty out. Yes. I'm waiting for the defrost to hopefully do its job. I tried to scrape, but it's too solid. And I swear I started the van, but you wouldn't know it. Thank goodness for butt warmers. So, there's an auditor here today, and they're using the meeting room, which is where Miss Taylor lives. Darn, I'm gonna have to miss having her yell at me, so I better eat a healthy breakfast. Yogurt, apple, coffee, duh. I love the stars in this apple. They're all like rounded, not pointy. It's like, you know, a Kathy star. A little soft on the edges. Look at this wonderful fun mail that came at the door today. This is chock full. This is the packing list. Sadly, very little of it is for me, but I have several friends that will be happy when I show up at their door this week. Okay, guys, all of my crafty friends, you might want to like tip your phone away from your mouth because you're going to be drooling.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, I don't even want to let any of it go. Look at the beautiful papers. We got ink pads, and look at all these stamp sets. And there's punches. And the one thing that I got for me that I'm so excited is our new stamp positioner the Stamper Wrap. Hello. Happy Friday, friends. Been kind of quiet. Life has been boring, you know. Food's the same, weather's the same. Figured we'd do a check outside since I hadn't shown anything since the big snow. Yeah. It's crunchy. But it's already melted. But it's cold today. Good morning, friends. It's Saturday. I'm dressed. I'm out of the house. I've been awake for a while. Doing a vendor event today. Look, the sun. The lights. Makes me look angelic, don't you think? Okay. Halfway through for sales. But I haven't bought anything except lunch. So, that's okay. Do you want to see my lunch? Got a barbecue, 7-layer bar, one of my favorites. I don't care, conscience, Kathy. Chips, and I refilled my coffee. And considering I'm across from the cupcake lady, this is pretty good. Okay, finished reading that stack of magazines. Still got over an hour left, so let's see how far I can get in this month's Paper Pumpkin. Can I get it all put together in 90 minutes? We'll see. Okay, time to start packing up. I only got 3 cards made because I've been busy yakking, but they're pretty cute. Okay, show's over. Thanks to one of my friends who sells Scentsy, who came and bought a bundle of lotions, and I had one other lotion sale. I did. Yeah, didn't even really break even, but it was fun, and that's okay. And now I have to haul all my stuff back up to my car. Not excited, but can you tell it's teardown time? It's kind of loud in here. Guys, I just got home, so I ended up being at the event for. I had to wait a while while we got packed up and stuff, while everybody else, my friends, organized it. Anyway, I was like, oh, this is awesome. So when I left, I'm like, I have time. I'm going to stop and fill with gas, and I am going to make it to church at 5 o'clock, which I normally, don't get to go. And I hadn't gone to this church before, but it's in our parish. Anyway, nobody cares about that. So I go to church. I get there, of course, I swear they started before 5 because I walked in the door at 5 and I was almost up to the readings, So I'm sitting at Mass, and I swear I'm getting a couple looks from people, and I'm like, okay, I know, small town. They haven't seen me there. They don't know that I go, same priest, different church down the road. And then I swear, well, I didn't swear in church. I'm like, the priest is kind of giving me the hairy eyeball. Now, this is the same priest that at Ash Wednesday gave me the super strong where it went all over my shirt, which washed right out, by the way. But remember that. Let me just show you a pic again in case you forgot. Yeah, that moment. And I'm like, oh, he knows I haven't been here for a while and he wanted to make sure I got an extra blessing. So I'm like, is he giving me the hairy eyeball or just a quizzical look? And then I realize what I am wearing. Now, maybe you can't read this backwards, but let me read it for you. This is a sweatshirt, and it's from a Perfectly Posh business. Take it all off. And then the stripper. Yes. I'm sitting at Mass in a sweatshirt that says, take it all off, identifying myself as the stripper. People. This is my life. I could not make this crap up. And I'm like, do I take my sweatshirt off? No, that would be obvious. So I sat there, all of Mass, figuring, at least everybody else, maybe they're praying for my soul. It's still a pretty funny night. Had to admit. And the funniest part is you have no idea how much willpower it took for me not to pull out my phone and snap it once I realized what I was wearing. I'm like, that'd have been a good picture. Kathy in her stripper sweatshirt under the stained glass window of St. Patrick. That'd been pretty funny. Come to think of it, it's almost like I could have planned this, which I didn't. I wasn't planning to go to Mass tonight. But it's the time of Lent. We're halfway through Lent. In fact, that's what sermon was all about. And Lent is all about atoning for sins and preparing ourselves for Easter, at least, in the Christian faith. And Jesus welcomed everybody into the temple. The Mary Magdalenes, oh yeah, he said, come on in. all the sinners. And I just realized, I remember that my confirmation name is Kathy Magdalena Ruth. Well, Mary Magdalena Ruth, because all the girls are Mary first, but if you're Catholic, do you remember what your confirmation name is? Kathy Mary Magdalena Ruth. Lobo's mocking me. Okay, Dolly's tired of hearing this story. I'm sure everybody else is, but the other thing I just wanted to add is, more than anything, they were probably looking at me and my physical self, thinking, I bet she's not going to have much to put in the offering, because she doesn't quite have the traditional stripper body. Good morning, my friends. Do I still look moisturized and refreshed after my middle of the night face mask? Look what happened! A little bit of snow. It won't last. It's going to be 50 by the weekend. It's still early in the day, but as the adage says, for the first day of March, I'd say even though there's snow, it's still coming in like a lamb. Tried something new. Made one of those overnight oats, chia type breakfast things. Time for Ash Wednesday Mass, and I'm running a few minutes late, as usual. God will hopefully forgive me. Yes, record Mass time for all of us who come over lunch, half an hour, in and out, ashed. Communion, got the whole deal, and I did get in the pew before the gospel started, which is what my dad always told me was the priority, so I wasn't really late. I'm not going to go on like huge preachy with my religious beliefs. I am Catholic, and I believe in that, and that's the way it is, so not up for debate. But Ash Wednesday is actually, people think I'm weird. This is like, it's not even a holy day of obligation, it's, but it's like my favorite service of the year where I actually get the most out of it. Of course, Christmas, music is a big thing. I love a lot of the music. But for me, it's like a smack in the face to kind of start with a new slate and try and make changes, you know, sacrifice the things that are holding me back and kind of, you know, give up my pain in making those changes to a greater good. So for me, being accountable to a higher power doesn't mean I'm not going to fail, but it just, you know, it's like this opportunity now. I'm going to give it the old college try, and yeah, I just love this service. It, you know, represents a lot to me. So I will proudly wear my ashes all day long. I will not wash them off until I'm in the shower tonight, and when people ask, I will tell them what they are. To me, they are a reminder that I am no better than anybody else. I am a speck of dust, a piece of dirt, a bit of ash, if you will. And at the end of my life, I will once again become ashes, dust, that piece of dirt. And it's what I'm doing on the in-between those stages. And it just, you know, reminds me to focus on what I can control and what I can do with every breath that I'm given. To be, hopefully, someone who puts forth good and happiness and love, and that's my goal in life. Okay, well, that will conclude church chat with Kathy today. Now I need to go to the library and the post office and maybe get a cup of coffee. Okay, errands done, huge coffee ready, and back to work. Anyone else relate to this? I do not. I rarely drink alcohol, and the reason I need such a large coffee is because of the communion wine. Yes, I can get a minor buzz out of one swig of communion wine. Go figure. And most comical thing, if I had brought my phone into the post office, I would have snapped it there. But remember yesterday when I noticed that my nail polish had like popped off one of my fingers, and it's because my pants were too tight? I was right. When I bent over to unlock the post office box and get my mail out, the exertion of bending over popped my nail polish off my pinky, and it was on the floor in front of my P.O. box. I saved it. I did already repaint that pinky, so it's not like I'm going to glue it back on. Give me some credit. And I'm going to give Kim crap that they didn't sweep the front. Somebody's all curled up on my pillow. Good morning. Welcome to March 2nd. In case you guys haven't looked out, this is what it looks like in my yard. The snow all melted, a little chilly. And I didn't start my van soon enough, and I'm totally frosted up. 21 degrees. Ugh.
While we're waiting, I'm going to give you a little pep talk, Kathy. It's a new day. You made a few little changes yesterday. You had a bit of a backslide there when you should have just gone to bed. But I'll let you tell everyone if you want to. But it's behind you. We're starting from...
I guess part of this whole going social, being accountable means I have to be accountable when I'm not so good. What conscience Kathy is referring to is, so I made my mac and cheese as healthier than I normally do last night, and I put it in the bowl, meaning I put all of it in the bowl, because what I planned to do was eat probably half of it and then just cover it and put it in the fridge so I could have it for supper. But what happened is I ate half of it, and then I set it aside next to me. I was sitting on the couch because that's where I eat my meals, and I had just had it sitting there. And I was busy doing a bunch of stuff and watching the news, and then, you know, hour and a half later, when it should have been put away in the fridge, I wasn't hungry. I was tired, and I should have gone to bed, but nope. I grabbed the bowl, and I ate it. Just about all of it. So... yeah, there went that attempt. I guess if there's a good, there wasn't extra cheese and butter, less calories that I ate. But to be accountable, I have to admit that I ate pretty much a whole box of Kraft macaroni and cheese last night for supper. And I guess it was dessert too.
The mac and cheese is behind you. Today is a new day. You didn't fail for 40 days. You just had a setback. Today's a new one. Being accountable makes you aware, which is already a small victory. Normally, you would just throw in the towel right now and say, yep, I can't do it, and just start eating.
Okay, I'm freezing. It's my own fault. It's still only like 22, but I didn't put a coat on. Because it's supposed to be 55 by the way. But to counteract that, my lips are on fire. I'm trying this new lip gloss from Too Faced. It's one of those that like plumps. It came in my Sephora Play this month, which just arrived on Tuesday, and my lips are a-tingling. I don't know if they're plumping, they're on fire. Off to lunch with Miss Kim and one of our insurance agents in town who wants to try out some of my Posh lotions.
So what's the difference between this little...
Okay, that was lots of fun. Now it's back to work. I wanted to show if any of you are Gilmore Girl fans. I'm reading, or should I say listening to Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham, and it's really pretty good. So it just came out like right before the reboot, so I'm on the last part and she's talking about that, which I haven't watched them yet, but I already kind of know what happens. Anyway, if you're a fan, this is good. And in nail news, my nails look like crap because I broke this one. The polish peeled off the rest, except for those. And I should have just gotten some remover, but no, I peeled it, so now I damaged my nails. Time to go moisturize them. I'm just going to cut them all short because it just looks weird to have one like super midget nail and the rest long.
I heard what you didn't say. No, trimming your nails is not going to show a loss on the scale. Nice try.
Fine. Yes, I was thinking that I should weigh myself first, trim them, and then weigh myself again. Maybe a haircut too. Okay. Is it just me? I think this is a great idea, but I think the prices my local grocery store is charging is crazy. I could buy one of those spiral chopper things and, you know, get my own spaghetti from sweet potatoes or beets. Oh, guess what? I just got out of the shower and realized my orange polka dot towel kind of clashes with my pink and red white robe. I want to show you, this will be the third night that I'm preparing this, so it'll be my third healthy breakfast in the morning, which is my healthy change I'm making for my 40 days. There are a lot of recipes out there. People call it, you know, overnight oats, chia pudding. I will screenshot the recipe that I took as my starting point. I've already made some changes though, but I just wanted you to be able to know the original starting point if you have not seen a recipe. I'll show the ingredients as I add them, but I have one of these little shaker cups. It's from Tupperware, and this has been working great. So first I'm going to add my cashew. I use cashew or soy or almond, whatever I can find that's on sale. I can't do regular dairy anymore, so I guess it's your personal preference. I'm not an expert, so I don't know that regular milk is bad for you, but you do need to watch and make sure you get the unsweetened. Don't get the vanilla or the chocolate. They're going to taste fabulous, but when you come and look at your calories and your fat and especially your sugars, you will be shocked. So the recipe calls for half a cup, and I go a little bit more than that because I like mine a little thinner, and it was like really thick when I just did it at half a cup. The recipe calls for 3/4 of a tablespoon of chia seeds. Now, personally, I like this mix. It's got flax, chia, coconut, simply because chia alone will kind of give a slimy texture, which is fine. It tastes great, but this way you get more of a almost crunchy texture. And you can see, I mean, serving size is 1.5 tablespoons of this, so you're using half of that and not a lot of bad stuff, just good stuff. And you're just going to add it into your container. I call this human bird food. Doesn't it look like a bunch of bird seed? And once again, I'm altering it. I'm putting a full tablespoon just because since it doesn't plump up, I still want it to have a pretty thick texture. Next up is your sweetener. The recipe says a tablespoon of like maple syrup or any type of sweetener. I'm using agave. I found, I don't know if it's because it's agave, but the full tablespoon was actually too sweet for me. So I cut it in half, in fact, hardly just a drizzle. Next up is peanut butter. They say 2 tablespoons. Personally, I find, I don't like this. I'm just trying to use it up. I will be using the peanut butter powder instead. The peanut butter doesn't mix and incorporate with the rest of it, so you end up with these chunks, which is fine. You just kind of have to stir it in the morning, but the powder will be better. So I dropped the peanut butter in, but it's just like a giant gloop, like right there. So try and stir this up the best you can, and then we'll add the oats. Now for oats, the recipe says half a cup of rolled oats. My personal preference is if I use the steel cut oats. If you've ever used the steel cut, this is what it looks like. It is like really the oat kernel, like just kind of chopped and diced, so it's not processed hardly at all. Dump it in and stir. Rolled oats, they're lighter weight, lighter texture, so you just want to make sure they're like pushed down and submerged. The steel cut are heavier, so they blend in perfectly. Now you can customize it to your preference. I'm going to try and add some cashews and a little coconut. You could add like fruit, blueberries, strawberries, bananas. I mean, really whatever you have. And you could even add like a sugar-free jelly or something. I think that would good flavor. And that's it. You can see it's still pretty liquidy at this stage, but now you just want to cover this either with plastic wrap or a lid and pop it in the fridge overnight. So there you go. That will be my day 3. So this is my day 2 healthy change for my 40 days is to prep my breakfast every night. As I find like easy quick things that work for me, I will certainly share them here on Snap. I know that my downfalls are lack of planning, and it also has to be simple when it comes to prepping food. I don't want to do 100 different steps or find exotic spices or anything like that. So this, I can actually eat this every day because just by like tweaking the ingredients, the flavor will change. And before Conscience Kathy can say anything, I did not do a bag today as far as the declutter challenge. I got home from work and just was feeling pretty run down, and there are like sick people everywhere right now, and I'm gonna be so crabby if I get sick. So I just had a little lie down. But I'm not going to beat myself up because I knew that during the week it might be challenging for me to find a project and come up with a declutter. So I'll do it on the frost sure makes pretty little designs, but crap. I didn't start the van, I got to scrape. It's supposed to be close to 60 on Sunday. I'm banking on 60. I'm wearing flip-flops today. What am I thinking? Okay, this is what it looks like in the morning. You can see there's a spot of peanut butter. Some of the adult or human bird seed is accumulated at the bottom. I realized I forgot to show this was the top for this Tupperware thing, and then it's got this kind of like helps agitate and stir. I like using this container for this thicker kind of thing. I haven't tried like my blender bottle. I don't know how this would work. I think the pudding porridge, whatever, is too thick and would not really, this wouldn't do much good. And then once it's sat overnight and chilled, you can see it's really thick. Sorry, I can't do this one-handed. So there you go. It's kind of a breakfast porridge. I think it's really good. To me, it's kind of like if you do oatmeal, like a thicker oatmeal, but it's cold. I had someone ask me about how the chia seeds taste. I honestly don't get any taste from that seed mix that I add in. I've not tried just doing 100% chia seeds, so I can't attest to that, but really all I taste is like the peanut butter and the oats and a little bit of the sweetness. So in my mind, the theory is I'm getting all the health benefits from the chia and the flax and other bird food. But it tastes like if I just had normal morning oatmeal, but it's a lot more filling, and I really like it. I'll be probably doing it for my 40 days.
Okay, life just has a way to make me smile, so I'm having a crappy day, and I need to bring my phone with me everywhere, evidently.
I used the restroom in the gas station because I got a cup of coffee, and remember how my nail polish popped off my finger earlier this week? Under the sink in the restroom is somebody's popped off fake fingernail.
I wish I knew who the person was so I could ask them if they were having a tight pants day similar to what I experienced. I could relate. They're not alone. Quick pat on the back, Miss Kathy. You went in, you got a coffee, you're stressed, now go eat your lunch you brought from home.
What the heck? Now it's snowing.
Okay, we all saw the cookie. I'm not here to beat her up about it. She does that enough on her own. I'm here to explain what happened because she's still a little frustrated right now. So as she said, work was pretty stressful. Well, it only got worse after lunch. And she reached almost a breaking point. I was proud of her. She really did try. But the things happened that pushed her to the edge, and she actually took a moment, let the feelings start to process. She actually put her head down, shed a few tears, trying to get the emotion out. She took deep breaths and really, really tried. But in the end, she reached for that giant cookie. Now, I'm not going to blame her. It's not even totally her fault. She's still learning the tools and how to deal with these emotions instead of using food. So I could see that she was aware, she knew she was frustrated, and she tried a couple alternatives, but it just had to happen. So Kathy, if you're listening, just keep doing what you're doing. We're going to help you figure out how to deal with this without food, and it was a pretty tough day.
Just gonna go check out, trying to do meal prep for the week, trying to be healthy. Okay, so my first time at this Aldi, it just opened up, and I looked and there weren't any hours on the door, so I thought I would be okay. I got it there at 7. And I guess I was just being like, you know, super slow because I was really looking around because I'm not familiar with the store. And then this guy comes up to me, an employee, and he says, "Excuse me, ma'am. First of all, I hate that I look old enough to be called ma'am," but he's like, "Just so you know, we close at 8. So I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I'll hurry up." And I grabbed my phone and I'm like, it's 8:09. Obviously, they're so new, they don't have a PA system, they don't have the hours on the door. So my 40 days of healthy decisions choices, today it was that I took the time to write out a grocery list. I never do that. I even semi-meal planned thanks to the help of one of my very good friends, Miss Heather. You know that I'm leaning on you. She does these snaps where she does like her meal prep for the week. So in fact, she's messaging me right now. And she cooks like her lunches. So she roasts a whole bunch of vegetables and bakes some chicken and divides it up into her 5 lunches. So guess what I'm doing Sunday? And yes, I will snap it because as you guys know, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll show you. And if it helps inspire someone, I thought about doing a grocery haul, but I kind of just did the snap showing you what was in there. Mostly healthy choices. There were probably a couple not so, but I can assure you that this is probably the first time in my 46 years of life, soon to be 47, that my grocery cart was more full of healthy options than not. Okay, so now I'm going to drive home. It's 8:35 and yeah, 40-minute drive home. The good news is I remembered my bags, including my freezer bag, which I don't even need because it says it's 26, but it has to be close to 0 with wind chill. I have bare toes. Last night when I was unloading my groceries, little Miss Dolly snuck out and I made her stay outside. Cold toe. Okay, it is a new day. It's Saturday. I'm on my way to pick up my friend Joyce because I get to spend the day with my crafty friends. Woohoo! Okay, I'm at my crafty with my friends. I'm going to work on my journal and I've made a total mess in less than 5 minutes. Okay, I still don't have anything done, but I'm maybe getting more organized, getting ready to write in my journal. Not making much progress there. Still got a mess, but hey, girls gotta stop and eat. So, I was gonna have a piece of cake for dessert, and I guess fate is telling me maybe I don't need the calories because it fell in the garbage.
You're welcome, Kathy. I'm just looking out for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump your hand.
Okay, my friends, I'm sorry. I kind of just got all super busy having fun and I forgot to snap. As per usual, I did not have a productive day. Originally, I intended to simply bring my laptop and edit videos. You may have noticed that there was not a laptop out the whole time I snapped. I needed to craft. That's what my girlfriends were doing. I think all I did do was get my journal caught up. I did a little bit of decorating there, just a little bit, and I colored one coloring. It's like meant to be a card front, and it had this butterfly on it. It was like the adult coloring style. So I used my glitter gel pens, and I meant to show you. I'm sorry. Try and pull it out once I get in the house and unload it. I'm in the driveway right now. Just dropped off my friend Joyce. She needed a ride home, and yeah, I'm tired. I will admit I did go and have half a piece of cake. So, you know, the piece falling in the garbage kind of made me go, that was kind of too big anyway. But I did have half. And my healthy choice of my 40 days of healthy choices was there were 2 other friends and I that were still there when it came around time for supper. And we were almost going to go out to eat, but we weren't that hungry because we had, you know, lasagna and salad was a pretty substantial lunch. So instead of going out, we just kind of looked at what we still had for leftovers and made a really light, easy, even though it didn't make sense, supper. So that was my healthy choice. Okay, made it into the house from the car. Eddie went to see some family today, so he's not home. And it's like 9:15. I'm actually tired. I might just go to bed.
Actually, that's a very good idea, Kathy, because if you stay awake, you are more likely to eat mindlessly. There is a full day tomorrow that we have planned for you. You need to do your meal prep for your lunches for the whole week. Plus, you are 3 days behind in the 40 bags and 40. And I am not going to let you cop out and fill 3 sandwich bags and consider those your bags. You don't want to reach the end of your 40 days and be disappointed. You just got to keep doing these small changes, meal prep, and 4 bags tomorrow. This is the only thing I really accomplished. I colored this butterfly with glitter gel pens, and now it's ready to be put on a
Finally, a glasses filter that covers my own glasses so I don't look like... hi, Ozzy. I'm eating cheese. He loves me. I'm ready for food prep day. Feed my cat cheese.
Good boy. Somebody's under the blanket because she was cold. Oh, but now she warmed up.
Okay, here's my pep talk. Just remember, the best intentions, how's the saying go? Can still be mislaid. I don't know, but I'm just starting my meal prep. First up are these little demons. Eddie helped me prep them, basically cut them. Ignore the well-seasoned pan. I'm just throwing them in without any olive oil or seasoning because my friends told me sometimes the olive oil keeps it from getting crispy and roasted. So we're just going to roast them and then I can add some salt at the end. Next up is Kathy's breakfast porridge prep. I'm actually making two, so I'll have one for tomorrow and the next day because they say it is okay for an extra day. And the extra one is for Eddie because he wanted to try it. So I'm making him one that he can try either in the morning or late tonight. And on the stove, we've got a dozen eggs boiling to be hard cooked because both Eddie and I will eat those. Okay, first pan of chicken, I got thinly sliced chicken breast. Just sprayed some olive oil and did some pepper and roasted garlic salt. Flipped, did the same thing. Okay, under all these corn Chex crumbs are 2 chicken breasts that we tried coconut oil on and also garlic salt and pepper. Okay, Brussels sprouts are done. Maybe a little too done. It's okay. Okay guys, this is really harder than I ever thought. It's taking a lot longer. My knees and feet and ankles are hurting. I actually had to bring a chair in, but I'm not giving up. I thought I'm gonna go sit in the couch and take a break, but I know that I'll just quit. So Eddie's prepping the squash for me and I'm putting in some broccoli to roast. The Brussels sprouts were kind of a fail. We actually ate, they didn't turn out very many and I overcooked them, so that won't work for this week. We were kind of taste testing them, and now I don't know if I can do it because they're frozen and they're hard to cut. Anyway, still have carrots and sweet potatoes on the prep agenda. The squash cooked down a little bit, so it's a little bit smaller, and some of it's nicely browned, crispy bits, all ready to be packed up. Okay, the chicken turned out good. And yes, there's one of the cereal ones. Those were really Eddie's, but I'm gonna chop it up a little bit too. I realize it looks like a lot of pepper on the chicken, and it's okay because I really love pepper. So carrots just dinged, they're done. Last up, sweet potatoes. Hey! Okay, while the sweet potatoes finish, I got 3 of them ready to go. Okay, you know, it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm almost done, but I thought, you know, I have these bagels that are kind of getting stale. I'm going to try and make my own bagel crisp chips. The sweet potatoes came out so good. I love when they get that brown crispiness. Eddie even stole some. They must be good. My bagel crisps turned out really well. My bagels were already sliced, so I ended up just kind of making them little strips. But they're super yum. Holy moly, I am finally sitting down. It's almost 9:30. 5 hours I have been in the kitchen getting ready for this week. I know since this was my first time, it took me longer than I expected, and I tried a whole bunch of vegetables. My plan is that this week I will find out what my favorites are, and then next week I can just focus on those and I can kind of rotate. I did use my toaster oven and my big stove oven. If you have a toaster oven, I think that's a great idea. I did like the small batches of the less hardy ones, like the broccoli, the carrots, and the Brussels sprouts in the toaster oven. And that way it kept the big oven free. I did my chicken, and then I did the squash and the sweet potatoes in there, and then the bonus bagel chips. It made it easier for me to keep track and adjust temps and stuff, because the squash and sweet potatoes were cooked at a higher temp. And I have to say, I taste tested everything, and so did Eddie, and it's good. I'm looking forward to having good, tasty, healthy lunches this week. So needless to say, my change for today was huge. I did not at all get into my declutter changes though. So I might have to try and schedule that better and maybe do one on Saturday and one on Sunday. Even if I had like started this morning, physically I am like spent. I am not used to that much time, you know, standing in the kitchen. I was like even breaking a sweat. I know, I mean, I have a long way to go. So most of you are like, seriously? But hey, I'm honest. And I had to change into a tank top because I was too hot. And now I really need to get on the computer and do some editing and respond to comments. But I'm not. And it is for my mental well-being. So I apologize if you guys follow me out there and if I haven't responded to a comment, and I won't have a new video tomorrow. It's not that I don't love you. It's because, remember Friday how stressed I was and how bad work was? It's not going to be gone tomorrow. In fact, it's going to be worse because I told the lady the project that came last minute that, you know, I had to drop everything for. I told her end of day Monday I could have it to her, and she told the customer noon on Monday. I already have 2 meetings scheduled on Monday morning. Normally I have 1, but I have 2. So I don't know how she expects me to get it done. But so instead I'm going to de-stress. Already got the cat on my lap, petting her, lowering blood pressure. I am going to do a face mask and work on my journal. And because of all of my friends out here on Snapchat I've made over the last 2 weeks that are my yarn friends and my tea friends, I'm going to try this licorice spice. I bought it just because you guys recommended it and said it was really good. It's the Stash brand. Licorice spice, caffeine free, and I love licorice, so relax.
You can call me Conscience Steven Tyler Kathy because I am so proud of you today. You really worked so hard, and I know you were so ready to give up and go on the couch and just say, screw it, but you didn't. I'm not even mad that you didn't do decluttering. You did some cleaning up in the kitchen while you were there, and you worked really hard today. Wait.
If you keep this up, everyone's going to finally get the chance to meet me. I'm the skinny bitch Kathy that lives inside her. Deep inside. Good morning, friends. It's Monday morning. It's really windy here, but it's warmer than normal. Positives. Hey there. Did I even do a good morning snap? I don't remember. It's like 7 o'clock now Monday night, and I have had a day, so sorry I knew it was going to be a emotional, meaning very potentially stressful day, and I am so glad I had all my meals planned. Kathy's breakfast porridge was good. I had added some pumpkin seeds this time to mine. Eddie tried it, it just wasn't his thing. And I brought 2 hard-boiled eggs to have as a snack. And my lunch, I had like the mixed, kind of the smaller vegetables I'd roasted. It was the mix of carrots, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. And then with one of the chicken breasts. And it heated up so great. And as my friend Heather warned me, broccoli is a bit stanky in a shared office lunchroom. Even worse is that I heat it up and eat it at my desk. So everyone got to enjoy. Yeah, but it sure tasted pretty fabulous, and there was like a kick of spice, and I didn't add anything that had a kick. Must have been the garlic, but it was delish. So even though the lady at work and work in general was still stressful, I didn't cave to any food, and I actually kind of pushed back and stood up for myself, kind of just stood my ground, so I did not let her take advantage of me, so I'm pretty proud about that. There was a personal situation with a friend that was stressing me out. I'm very concerned about this person, and so that was weighing heavy on my mind as well. So I think it kind of made me my own butt into gear because I know I have to take care of myself too. But it was a good day. Eddie is still home tonight, so I am going to enjoy the evening with my husband and try and actually get some video editing done. Editing delayed. Got Zoe here. Dolly here. Not making much progress. Somebody needs belly rubs. Okay, good morning. I'm going to snap before I go outside because it's super windy. Yesterday it was over 60 and we were in a tornado watch, warning, whichever. Not the bad one, the one where, you know, just, it could happen, keep an eye out. Anyway, now I wake up and there's snow on the ground and it is supposed to be crazy windy, cold front moving in. Breakfast porridge time. Today I added in some coconut and cashew, but now just right before I eat it, because I wanted it to be crunchy. I have a texture thing. Took my morning coffee break, went out into my car just to breathe, and I put my makeup on. Now I feel like a woman taking charge and being boss. Plus, it's almost time for my lunch, and I get to see how my chicken and veg turned out. I'll show you. Finally time for my lunch. So excited. It's my chicken and squash today. Smells good.
See, all the work on Sunday was worth it. Now you have a hot, tasty lunch.
Okay, lunch. The flavor is amazing. The pepper is what's giving me the kick, and I love it. Question, the only thing I'm not liking, all of this since it had been cooked on Sunday in my prep, I lose kind of like the crunch. You know how like the squash had a little bit of browning crunch? The flavor is great, but I am a huge texture person, and I need ideas how I could add some crunch with minimal fat or calories, unhealthy stuff, to my, planned ahead prepped lunches. Kind of like this morning on my porridge, I added the coconut and cashews in the morning so I could have the crunch. So what could I add to like my chicken and root vegetable mixtures? I'm clueless, but I need something, or I'm gonna go want a bag of chips after I'm done. Okay, I'm slowly working on my grapefruit. Like a month or so ago I did the 12 steps to grapefruit. It takes me over an hour. But I am proud of another change I have been able to stick to the last few days in my 40 days of changes. I've only been having 1 cup of coffee. And yes, this is a big cup. I don't know how many ounces it is. It's as big as my head. So now I'm having tea instead of coffee. Decaffeinated. I hope all of you had a wonderful day. Most of you are probably already in bed. I am so proud of myself today as far as making good food choices. I'm determined to not let this be a one-day thing or a 1 week or a 1 month. I'm ready to make life changes. And I need to give a huge, huge thank you for the support that you guys have shown me. The personal messages and snaps really do mean a lot, and they help, especially, I haven't said a lot, but work's been a little stressful lately. I think you're picking up on it. Usually that would send me straight to the drive-thru, but instead, I'm keeping it real thanks to Snapchat. Hey, some people need to like step on the scale every week or every day or in front of someone. I just need to like talk to myself, but really I'm talking to you. Holy crap! I can barely open the door, it's so windy. Now can I make it to the car without blowing over? Good thing I'm pretty sturdily built. Okay, made it to the car, but I think I have frostbite on my toes and hands. Maybe should have wore a coat and socks. Obviously I picked the right hairstyle today, having it up, and I'm late for work, so I can't even go back in and get my coat or my mittens. I need my mittens. I forgot to add yesterday because I didn't show it for I didn't get back to the house till really late because I stayed in the office late, but I just had a very nice sandwich my boring sandwich was 2 pieces of 12-grain healthy fiber filled with birdseed bread, sprinkled a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, toasted it, and then had 4 thin slices of summer sausage. No condiments. And I'm ready to have another great day of choices because it's Wahoo Wednesday. Wahoo Freezing Wednesday.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Shivering burns calories. That's what you need to tell yourself.
Okay, time for breakfast pudding. This is the one I made for Eddie, and he didn't really like it, but so it was made Sunday. It still tastes okay. I added a little extra milk, not water. I'm also going to add a little bit of powdered peanut butter and coconut chips. This is what the peanut butter looks like. And when you mix it with water or milk or whatever, it just turns into creamy peanut butter. There are a lot of these out on the market. This is just the first one I've tried. You just, yeah, mix it with water. I have a jar of like the natural type of peanut butter, you know, where the oil pretty much separates. I like this better because I don't have to stir in all those oils. It's super easy. It's just a powder. You just add some in. I'll put it in oatmeal. It's really good. I've never actually mixed it up as peanut butter for a sandwich, but it would work. And this one says it's peanut butter with chocolate. I have absolutely zero chocolate flavoring that comes through, so next time I'll just get the regular. This is what the coconut chips look like. And I actually find these at Dollar Tree, but they're a great add-in. It appears the wind has calmed down a bit. Lunch today is the chicken and sweet potatoes, which I should still get some flavor from that char. I did bring my cashews and coconut for crunch. Not sure how those flavors will work with sweet potatoes, but I know they both work with chicken and hard-boiled egg. Okay, I took 7 cashews. They were whole, unsalted, just plain old raw. Crushed them up. I'll let you know how it goes. Sorry, work got in the way. Oh, I cannot wait to take a shower and wash my hair tonight. Anyway, cashews not really good with sweet potatoes. They were fine with the chicken, but yeah, if I had a bite with the sweet potato and the cashews, it wasn't a pleasant experience, so live and learn. Okay, chilling at home, had a boring sandwich again for supper. Gonna try and edit, do my nails, and maybe a mask.
But what about everything you ate before the sandwich?
Why can I not run away from my own conscience? Conscience Kathy. Must we tell everyone?
You made the choice. You need to be accountable.
I fess up. I had kind of a crappy afternoon. I don't know, it's like that time of the month when you get the munchies and it's like you're an empty hole and nothing can fill it. Well, I can't blame it on hormones anymore because I don't have any, but that's the kind of day I had. So I maybe ate, not proud, but I did it. Throughout the day at work, at my desk, I managed to eat a mini box of white cheddar Cheez-Its, a small bag of sour Skittles, and all the rest of the bagel chips that I'd made this week. So by doing a manicure, my hands will be busy. They cannot reach into food bowls. And doing a mask, my mouth cannot be open and chewing. Manny is done on my short nails thanks to this one breaking, and almost done with a Dollar Tree haul. Woo-woo! Diet tip of the day from Kathy. When you are tempted in the evening to go have some ice cream, cookies, slap on a pair of teeth whitening strips. Yes, they must be on, at least this version, for a full hour. The urge should pass by the time you're done. Teeth strips are working, not eating. Added a little sheet mask to help keep the mouth shut. Good morning! It's Thursday morning and I'm ready for a good day. I'm telling myself it's going to be a good day, and it is a good day because it is not windy. The wind yesterday blew away all those temptations and negativity, and whatever happened. It blew away. And even better, I wore a coat and shoes. Not socks, but I don't have my flip-flops on because it's still a little cold. I did not make my Pookie Porridge, is what I've decided I'm going to now call my breakfast concoction. A little insight into my life. Pookie is one of my nicknames from my husband, so Pookie Porridge it is. But I have a different breakfast plan, which I'll show you as soon as I break. These have been calling my name in my house, So I'm putting them in the shared work candy dish, so I won't eat them. I know it's just a mental game, but it's like if it's the shared one, then people see me digging in the candy dish and they think, what's the fat girl doing at the candy dish? She doesn't need it. No, no one's ever said that, or I don't know if they thought it or not, but if it's at my desk and I can eat it without anyone noticing, whole different story. It's all up here. Trying to change up here, and by moving that out of my world, one less temptation. They didn't empty the trash last night, so now I have to be reminded of my poor choices from yesterday.
Conscience Kathy thinks you are being a good egg today. Keep it up.
Like 1 o'clock, I'm taking my lunch break. I don't normally eat my lunch until later. In fact, all of my meals are usually 2 hours later than the normal person would. Mostly that's because I am not a morning person, so, you know, on the weekend I might sleep till noon and not eat breakfast at all. And I also don't get home until sometimes 8 o'clock, which is why planning is huge for me, because by the time I get home at 8 o'clock, if I've only eaten crap for the day, I will continue to eat crap. So planning breakfast, which is why planning is so important, especially the breakfast and lunch. If I have that on track, I'm more likely to stay on track once I get home. So on my late lunch break, I am running some errands. I have to go to the courthouse and of course the post office. And I did have a few reduced fat wheat thins and summer sausage as a snack, so I will not be tempted to stop at the gas station and get something yucky. Well, it'll taste good. Okay, done with my courthouse stop, paid my license tabs while Eddie's did library stuff, and now, Kim.
Hi.
Okay, I'm still at the office. I'm punched out, and I got a couple things to do for my personal stuff. Balance the checkbook. Yay. And I absolutely love Snapchat filters, and especially the fun ones, but I think they need to just remove the beauty ones, because I don't look like this. Now I will tell my husband that I have a natural glow aura about me because of how sweet, innocent, and holy I am. But this is what I look like. No filter, not perfect skin, bloodshot eyes that aren't as blue as they look like, or hair as shiny as the filters make them seem. So, you know, I have no problem, you know, putting a dog face on me, or a tongue, or shooting off in a rocket. Those are fun, and they are obviously not real, but you know those beauty filters that soften everything? They're deceiving. Conscience Kathy doesn't like them. But real world Kathy likes every little bit of help she can get.
Yeah, the beauty filters should go. No one needs them. I mean, look at me. I'm absolutely all that gorgeous. But I spy something that looks even better than me. It's the meal you're about to eat. And no, that wasn't a mistake. That was a beauty mark on my tooth, not a piece of leftover burnt popcorn from afternoon snack. Beauty mark.
So as you can see, I did not eat my lunch today. I had that crackers and meat, and then I had some healthy microwave popcorn. So now this is my supper. Discovered that the sweet potatoes are not my favorite veg, so we're going to try and add some coconut. Cashews didn't work. Let's see how the coconut is. Otherwise, sweet potatoes may not make the cut for the recurring food prep. I liked them fresh out of the oven, but not so much as a reheater. Who knew? Shredded coconut with sweet potatoes and chicken is actually pretty darn good. Sweet potatoes may make it. I'm also having one of these for supper. I don't like these fizzy kind of things, but I'm feeling a little run down. Unfiltered Kathy, complete with glasses glare. It's 10:30. I am home. I'm on my bed. I'm about to wash my face. And then I'm going to crawl into my bed and go to sleep. My nose is starting to sniffle a little bit, and I'm really scared I'm coming down with a cold. So, extra sleep tonight. You're gonna say goodnight, Dolly? Happy Friday! Woo woo! I'm setting myself up for a great day. I have out for dinner plans tonight. So that will be a good test to my healthy choices. Haven't really gone out to restaurants, but I can do it. So let's go get this day started. My throat's feeling a little, but I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna down the vitamin C. Hot tea today will be good. Now, if only the outside temperature could warm up a little. I'm wearing a coat, and once again, no flip-flops. And I popped it home quick. Yep, to do some laundry. Okay, so I'm leaving the house and I just thought of this. How many other people can do a complete load of laundry comprised just of underwear? And not like their husbands, just like their personal underwear. I can. I have enough to last me a month. And then I have, granted this is probably TMI, but for the last 4 days I've wanted to snap that. I have my panties in a bunch because I was down to the bottom of the bucket. You know, the ones that are probably a size or too small, and they are just super uncomfortable when you wear them, and then you know you need to do your laundry. I've only got like 53 miles till empty. Probably should put in a bit of gas. So cold, I need to warm up my hands and my tummy. Also, while I was home, my hair's bothering me. It's still bothering me, but I put in this cute, lovely little hair clip from my friend Teresa. Okay, now I can head to see Kim, pick up the mail. Oh, and if any of you have been following Kim on Snapchat, my friend that we went on the road trip with and I go see at lunch, the postmaster, she is off social media for Lent. So it's really killing her. I have to like give her Snapchat updates every day at lunch, but just so you know, I'm sure after Easter she'll be back full force. Woohoo! Done for work. Elvis radio. It's gonna be a good night. On my way to pick up Miss Joyce, and then we are going to meet 3 other friends for a lovely Friday evening supper.
I still cannot believe you told all of your friends about your underwear. Really? Have you no secrets?
No secrets here. I'm also lactose intolerant.
Kathy. You're gonna be 47 soon. When will you ever grow up? Never.
The only thing is it has to be guaranteed that.
Okay, I'm home. I had a lovely visit with my friends and a wonderful meal. I didn't go totally off the skids. I did order a pretzel breadstick appetizer, but I shared it. We all had one breadstick. And yes, there was some nacho cheese to dip it in. And then I ordered a small order of nachos, which was really huge, but I brought some of it home. So, you know, horrible. So now I'm gonna write in my journal, and I'm doing some laundry, and oh crap, I just remembered something. Tomorrow, I'm taking Joyce out to do errands, and we're getting pedicures, which means I have to shave my legs. Now, it's still winter, so I have winter growth, which helps keep me warm, but I would just be too embarrassed to go get a pedicure and have hairy legs. Can you relate to me? Anybody out there? Why don't they offer like shaving services as part of a pedicure? You know, I don't need the like full shave, just, you know, the knee and below, which is honestly really all we do. Come on, admit it.
Seriously. First you tell everybody about your underwear, and now you're talking about your hairy legs.
What can I say?